What's up guys, it's TNT Havok here with my fourth installment of my tutorial series. Today I'm going to be focusing on the mistakes that a lot of impactors make. In specific, I've been watching a lot of new shows, awesome again that everyone's picking up impacting for the most part, but there's a lot of recurring mistakes that I see happening with each impactor within the shows. So I'm here to kind of address that. Mistake number one. A lot of glovers I see, they like to abuse the hold function on the iNovas a lot. So what I'm saying is they like to use a lot of different variations of like this, where they'll go straight into the strobing mode, or like, you know, different variations of that, you know, and they like to chain that combo throughout the entire sequence. And yes, it is an impact move, but when you continuously chain them together, it gets repetitive and it gets boring. It's expected, and during an impact show, you kind of want your viewers to not expect that. So if they see that coming, then it wouldn't be an impact anymore. So branching off from that, we have mistake number two, going off with the expectedness. I see a lot of new impactors, they like to use the knuckle roll move a lot. What I'm saying is they like to use moves where it's a lot of these, and it's a lot of repetitiveness of like just the knuckle roll move. Okay, and yeah, I admit it's a cool move. I do it a few times, but when your entire show is based off the same move, maybe in like a different position, it loses its effectiveness of being a surprise. That's why you don't see a lot of members like throw it continuously in the show. We throw like one or two sequences here and there, maybe revisit it back later, but we don't continuously put them together. Mistake number three. A lot of people like to go outside the box. So we mentioned that there's a field of vision in the box where in impacting you want that viewer to stay within there, that line of sight. And if you move away from that line of sight, you break the spell of impacting. So the longer you stay in this box, the bigger the fuck up, I guess. Like you fuck them up more because everything gets blurred out and distorted. So when you see a lot of glovers, you know, they go like this and then they bring it out here, you know, you kind of don't want that because it's like it gets out of the box range. So you want to stay as close to the box as possible. And I know it's different from regular gloving because a lot of regular gloving is talking about, you know, depth perception. You want to stay, you know, you want to look different, you want to add more variety in the show, but you can't really do that in impacting, so to say. If you want to move out of the box, it's better off that you do it at the very end of your show, because otherwise if you do it in the middle or something, it'll kind of break the spell. Number four, I mean, I thought I didn't really need to mention this one, but I've seen a lot of impactors, they try to throw an impact show with regular micro lights. Like I've seen it with just regular chips and just having it on a red and blue color. And I guess you can, if you know what you're doing, you can make it work, but it loses its effectiveness when all it is like it's your thumbs are just on blinky and you're just doing shows and then you just randomly throw in a strobe here and there. Like that's not what impacting is. Okay. So I guess I didn't really need to mention that, but I've noticed it, so I guess I'll address it. iNovas work the best. eNovas work as well. So those are my recommendations. If you can pick up a pair of iNovas, they definitely, you know, have that big brightness feature to it, and they have all the hold functions needed. Number five. Another mistake I see a lot of impactors make is that they make the rest of their lights outshine the thumb light. So what that means is it makes the rest of your lights, you know, overpower the thumbs when you want your thumbs to be the main story behind the show. So if you're looking at my set, these are my lights. I'm using Auroras, which are fucking dope, by the way. But look at this in comparison to my thumb. they're not, even though I'm using clear casings, I set all of them on like a medium or a low tint. That way they don't overpower the thumbs. Okay. It helps if you have black casings, because then it prevents like bleed through the lights. But if you don't have that, you can always set it on the medium or low color, or even on like DOPS mode. DOPS tends to make your lights less bright, so that works. I'm even using iNovas for middles, but I'm using it on the second mode. Yeah, I'm not trying to flash everyone, but I'm just showing you. So when it looks in compared to my regular iNovas, it doesn't really overpower it. Okay. And fuck, I forgot what number we're on, but I think we're on number 6, if I remember correctly. Anyways, try your best to use the colors red and blue. Red and blue looks the best in my opinion, and I think if you're trying to learn or you're trying to really pick it up, you should definitely stick to those for now. Other colors, I don't know, they don't seem to really appeal that much, I guess. Red and blue is the best. I don't know. So those are some of the mistakes that I've seen that a lot of new glovers do. Oh, I guess number 7, I'll add this last one. This also applies to me as well. When you go too fast, that your viewer can't follow the light. So what it means is when you're doing your sequences, you really want to like slow them down. You know, you want to make sure that your viewer, I guess, really follows that. And if you go too fast, you know, it's like, oh, we're like they don't notice anything. So you really want them to see each and every move, and you know, I'm guilty of doing that too. So it's something that we all need to learn, except for the people who are really matching it down. But those are some of the mistakes that I've covered and that I've seen. I hope that this video helps. We'll be on the lookout for more videos. Give me an idea for what other things you would like me to show. I thought about maybe doing a video on certain sequences. Maybe you can learn off that, branch on that. Follow TNT, Team in Trance, give Candy Creations a like, and check out these Auroras, man. They're definitely dope. Catch you guys later.